Guys, have you ever heard the story of the Papin sisters? These sisters were close, like really close, like Commodus and Lucille close. Gladiator, if any of you guys seen Gladiator, yeah, they were that close. These sisters worked as maids or living servants in France around the year 1926. Now, they were said to be odd or always keeping to themselves and never really worrying about the outside world. But they were really good workers, like they did their job. They stayed to themselves, but they worked pretty hard. The house was clean. But then one night in February 1933, Mr. Lancelin, who had been waiting for his wife at her dinner date, got very suspicious when she did not arrive. So he went home looking for her, wondering, girl, where you at? So he got to his home and everything was off. Like literally all the lights in his home were off and only candle lights lit where the sisters slept. My man was like, oh nah, he dipped up out of there quick. He went to the boys and was like, yo, something is off about my house. I don't know, but y'all need to come right now. So the officers got to his house and what they found inside shocked everyone. Mr. Lancelin's wife and his older daughter were found in a pool of blood. Their eyes gouged out, faces beat in. And where were the sisters, you're asking? Well, they were locked in their room. Yes, they just went in their room and locked the door. After the officers got a locksmith to unlock the door, they went in and found the sisters in bloody clothes with a hammer and a knife. They confessed almost immediately. I mean, it was pretty obvious that it was them. The sisters were sent to prison where things only got worse for them. They purposely placed the sisters in two separate prisons. This made the sister, Christine Papin, have a mental breakdown. She couldn't stand not being near her sister. For so long, they had been so close to each other, and they were being placed in two separate places. They were able to see each other once, and in the time that they saw each other, Christine ran and jumped in her sister's arms, and that is when they found out that the sisters had a sexual relationship. In court, Christine confessed that her mental breakdown is what happened on that horrific night in February 1933. It had seemed that her younger sister Leah was simply following in the footsteps of her older sister. For this, Christine was sentenced to death, and her sister got a lighter sentence. Later, instead of death, Christine ended up just getting life in prison. It is said that her sister Leah was released from prison in 1943. Some say she changed her name and got a new job as a maid. When I read this story, I started thinking like, what if Leah was the mastermind and Christine was simply trying to tell everybody that she was the mastermind? She loved her too much and she couldn't confess and she couldn't snitch on her. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. What y'all think?